I really hope you guys don't hear the chainsaws in the background. There's a lot of noise in the background right now, but this incredible wind is in the ether right now, and I really want to keep everything open, but the chainsaws are going. So if they get out of control, no one's here to let me know, but I have a feeling you're probably going to be able to hear it because it's loud. Yeah, there he goes. He's trying to start it right now. All right, Joel, honey, what are you doing? All right, well. So far, he can't get the chainsaw started, so we might get a nice peaceful reading. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we're going to start off with the dice because I want to know what's going on. My mane hasn't been brushed all day, so just don't mind that. 12th house. Pisces. Wow, okay. Pisces as a sign hasn't come out with rolling the dice in so long. I actually forgot what the symbol was. And then Uranus. Uranus has been coming out. I gotta check where it is on the chart because it has been coming out like quick time, quick shit. I saw a man today that I haven't seen since I was a child. And he was an old 80-year-old man. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Chicken Joe. I saw Chicken Joe today that I haven't seen since I was a kid, who was best friends with my Oma and Opa. And I'm like, I don't know, something was weird with that. You know, when you see people that you haven't seen in a really long time and you're like, why am I seeing you? I almost ran into him like multiple times. I went to a buffet today and I almost ran into this man a few times at the buffet to the point where I was going to be like, hey, Chicken Joe, quit running into me like this. But then I was like, I don't even think he's going to know who I am. Like, I don't think, sometimes I think people know who I am because, you know, I've been told I make quite an impression. But then other times, people have no idea who the fuck I am. So I'm like, okay, do you know me or do you not know me? I'm dealing with that with somebody right now. I'm like, do you know me? Like, do you hate me? Like, do you not like me from the past? Like, what did I do to you? Like, I don't know. Whitney was crazy back in the day. And like, she did a lot of things. And sometimes people from the past, like if I did something fucked up or something, like I'll be face to face with them and I'll see them. And it's always like a testimony in time. Like, are you going to say it? Like, are you finally going to say what pissed you off about me or what threw you over the edge or what you couldn't stand about me? But for the most part, people just never, people don't unleash on me ever. I don't know if like, if that ever happens to you. Like I find myself freaking out sometimes on people who just like, won't say anything. They just stand there blocking my way in some way and they won't say anything. And I'll see them in public and I'll see them on their stupid social media and they won't say anything to me. They won't speak to me. But yet I'll see them in my dreams and they're talking shit. I'll see somebody out and about and they'll be like, oh, hey, I was just talking to blah, blah, blah about you. I'll be like, what the like, I saw that person. If that person's talking about me, why did they not even say hello to me at the store? Like, I saw somebody recently, and I thought, like, man, you didn't even say hello? Like you didn't even stop to say hello? Like, I tried to get his attention, and he just, like, I made it look like he didn't even see me, and I was like, wow. Like, I'm pretty sure I came out of your mouth, like, a fucking few times, and you're not going to say anything to me as well. Jump off a bridge. Okay, so we have Uranus energy with the 12th house, okay, which would be a sudden like, oh, you've been doing this to me the whole time. Like you might get a face-to-face with somebody that you have that has been talking shit about you or running your name into the ground or doing something. And the thing is, my sister had this dream about somebody in town that is like literally she can see him talking to people and saying that she's the cause of all of his problems. And I'm like, I haven't seen that guy for 10 years. How can we be the cause of his problem? Same with my parents. I don't understand how they can still say stuff about me, yet I don't speak to them. I haven't talked to them. All I ever do is apologize for being the rotten, disgusting daughter that they think I am and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, sometimes it's just no matter what you do, you know, people are never going to change their opinion of you. Okay, or this is that somebody changes their opinion on you quick. Because if it's Pisces energy with the 12th house, that's double end of the wheel. Okay, both of those 12th house is Pisces. Okay, so if you want to think about it that way, it's a double ending. Okay, with Uranus sparking it back up. Uranus would be like lightning, okay? Like lightning in a bottle. You open it and fucking it just cracks something, changes something, and it's never the same again. Because this is now beyond personal. Okay, this is what all this shit is about. So many spiritual attacks, so much dark magic, so many people keeping you behind, right? Talking shit, keeping you in grade 12, continually saying that you're an asshole or you're a drunk or you're this or you're that. It's like somebody keeping you in some type of old paradigm. And you know you're not there anymore because history has told you and shown you you aren't there, but they are. They're still living in high school. There was this one guy I taught, like I kind of like started like, you know, talking to recently who was like 47 years old, okay? And he's still talking to everybody in high school. And it's to the point where it's like, I swear I just watched this episode on Friends where Monica goes out with somebody from high school and she has to kind of ask her best friend's permission because it's her best friend's ex-boyfriend. And after the end of the date, the girl goes, you know how I always wanted to date that guy from high school? Well, tonight I did. You know, still has the same job, still hanging out with the same people, still driving the same fucking, you know, little crotch rocket motorcycle from 1980. It's like some people just never change and they'll stay in high school. They'll stay with all their buddies. They'll stay with what they know and they'll never grow. And those people I kind of feel like are kind of just like the fillers. You know, they're just the people in society that we need. They're not really here for anything because they really promote that they're not here for anything other than drinking and gossiping and fornicating. Okay, they all fuck around with each other's wives. Okay, there was this one couple. Oh yeah, so the guy who said apparently my sister is ruining his life, even though she hasn't seen him for 20 years. Him and his wife fuck around in each other all the time. They always sleep with everybody. We come from a small town, so that's fucking stupid why you would do that. Okay, and one of the buddies' best friend was over, again, from high school. I think they all went to high school together, okay? Tell me how the husband didn't sit on the staircase with his phone recording his wife and his best friend fucking on the couch. And I had to hear about this on the other side of the country where I was chilling with this guy and I'm thinking to myself, why are you talking to these people? Why are you still talking? Like you realize that what you're doing, actually, there's a few people from this town I've dated now that I think about it. And I can't get past a first date because they're on their phone talking to each other right away. Oh my God, I'm out with Whitney. Oh my God, you won't believe what's going on. Oh my God, did you talk to blah, blah, blah? Oh my God, you know what's going on? Or they're on their fucking phone. And I'm like, hello. And they're like, yeah, okay, 1 second. Like you're in real life. Like I don't even look at my phone when I'm out. I don't. I actually didn't look at my phone all fucking day because I don't care. Okay. Like I just don't understand how people can be glued to their phone. You know, talking to people from 30 years ago that like, you know, this one guy, the guy who says that my sister's ruining his life, all he ever does is threaten to kill himself so that he gets all these people around him to give him all this attention. He's a fucking 40, 45, 46-year-old guy. What are you doing threatening to kill yourself while your kids are right there, but you want your friends to come over? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I remember when that used to happen when I was 17 and I was dating somebody who was like, every time I went out and didn't bring him, he threatened to kill himself. Like, I remember those people, but I also remember going, okay, I'm way too old for this and I got to move on because if you're going to sit there and fucking threaten to kill yourself because I want to go out with my friends, I want to go hang out with somebody. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that is like red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay. Like so many goddamn red flags that it's like, I don't know what else to say other than there has to be spontaneous change with this. Now I just changed the dice by accident. I think I put that shit into Saturn energy. No, Jupiter. I always get Jupiter and Saturn mixed up. That's Sagittarius energy. Optimism, expansion, growth, philosophy of life. Maybe your philosophy of life is going to change. Okay, maybe you're going to become a lone wolf. Maybe you're going to realize that fucking people around you are dragging you down and keeping you in high school and keeping you like, 18 years old when you're a fucking full-grown human being, I don't know. I never thought that men could be so gossipy. Like, I've heard it about women, and I've heard that women are awful and women this and women that, but like, I've never seen a group of men act more like a group of women than I did with these people from this town. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know if it's just their mommies or fucking gave them extra estrogen as kids and they just never grew up as men. Because that's really what it is. It's a bunch of men walking around acting like women and never growing up. And then the women that they all married turned into men, okay, and all started fucking each other because they all were closet lesbians. Like, I mean, it's like typical small town shit. Like, it happens, whether you think it does or not. It's just, if you're not a part of the crew, then you don't know that this shit happens. It's like the cocaine crew. If you don't do it, then no one's going to invite you to the bathroom. And if they do invite you to the bathroom or into a back room, they're going to say it in this weird code way. And if you don't know what the code is, you're not going back there because you're not cool enough to hang out with the cocaine kids. Like, fuck off. It's all pumped full of fentanyl, and one of them's going to die every day. But, let's be cool in our 40s and keep trying to party, right? Actually, I think these fucking motherfuckers are in their 50s now. I'm giving them 40. Like, I don't even think they're in their 40s anymore. I think they're in their fucking 50s. Like, still pulling the same shit as they did. There's Cat. And it's like the Cat intuition in reverse. That's why I kind of feel like, like you're growing out of something. Like, you got to leave that shit behind. Like, you got to leave people behind. You can't be scared to leave, like, people behind, that you no longer click with, you no longer want to talk to. Like, one of the guys that I went on kind of tried to go on a date with, and it didn't really even work out because the guy kind of fucking punked me for his fucking friend. Oh my God, my friend's having a problem. Oh my God, don't ever call me again, okay? And he got a text from one of the dudes from high school, and he was like, look who's texting me right now, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't tell me nothing. Don't make it seem like you want sympathy for getting your fucking friend's text message who tries to kill himself all the time while you're in the middle of a date. But yeah, you won't really look at me because you're concentrating on your phone. I don't really think you don't want to communicate with that person. I think you really want to communicate with them, but you're just bullshitting. You're making it seem like you don't want to communicate with them, but really you get home and that's all you do is sit on your phone, right? Like, it's very dangerous, it's very dangerous. But I mean, like, if you want to be, part of the popular kids and hanging out with people, from high school, then, stay there, because this is for somebody who doesn't want to do that anymore. That's kind of how I'm feeling, I'm kind of feeling like, oh man, I ran into this chick's, I used to hang out with this chick back in high school, and I ran into her stepmom the other day, and I kind of like made it seem like I didn't see her, because I thought to myself, like, do I want to see this person from high school again? Because I can easily just get their number. Their mom is like right in front of me. And then I went, no, high school isn't high school. We tried to hang out in our 20s and it didn't work. I literally watched her baby daddy hit her son right in front of me for no reason. And I was like, I can't hang out with you. I know people, and I can't hang out with people who abuse their kids. I can't hang out with people who make fun of their kids or people who drink too much, because it's just violent. They get so violent. Right. And like that violence, I can't be around. It physically like puts me in this, body where like I want to kill somebody if I see them even hit a kid or smack a dog or do anything that's violent. It just like urges me. Like I get this urge inside of me where I feel like, oh, you want to pick on a dog? Oh, you want to pick on a kid? Why don't you come pick on me, bitch? Why don't you come smack me in the head? Because I fucking didn't know that I wasn't allowed on the porch. You know what I mean? Like, so I get like, I don't like when people abuse people. Okay. So maybe now we're kind of getting into it, because now we've got lies in reverse. So it's like somebody now understanding that what was put around them was lies. Okay. Like they're not like these people, like they had the ability to change their fate. Okay. Like my father's an asshole, but do you think I am? No. Like my father didn't hang out with me, didn't talk to me, didn't chill with me, didn't do anything with me as a kid. I hang out with my snakes all the time. I'm a completely different parent than him. I could be an asshole. I could tell my snakes to go fuck themselves. I don't need to touch you. I don't need to self-entertain yourself. I just put you here. I don't really need to take care of you, fucking asshole. I could do that, but why would I? I wanted to buy snakes so that I could play with them, so then I could, communicate with them. I had this vision a long time ago that I was doing a reading with a black snake around my neck. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? I make these little clay sculptures. All right. What up, Danny? I make these little clay sculptures, and so I've been learning how to integrate all my little skills and stuff and put all this kind of weird shit together and everything. I don't really know where I was kind of going with that. Now all of a sudden I lost my train of thought. But anyways, I don't know. I do things differently. I do everything differently. I don't do anything the way that my father does it. I work on the smallest things. I tend to the smallest details. He doesn't like details at all. I enjoy details. I like details. I like crafting things. I like doing things. I also made this ashtray out of clay as well. It's got my snake on top of there. Okay. The vision. Okay. So so what I did was I actually sculpted the snake into the Lonely Mountain sculpture that I did. Oh my God, it's right here. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a big, huge LOTR fan. Okay. And I sculpted the Lord of the Rings Lonely Mountain. Okay. This was the first thing I ever made with clay. I don't know how I did it, but I just did it. And see how there's a snake on the top of there? There's that long black thing on top of there. Okay. So I couldn't put a dragon on there because I thought the dragon, I would lose detail if I put the dragon, so I just put a snake. And then I was at a pet store one day and I saw Mexican black king snake, and she was $400, $500, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy her. I didn't even look at her. I didn't anything. And he put her in this thing or whatever, and then she was so feisty. Oh my God, she was biting, and she was headbutting the fucking thing that I put her in. Oh my God, she was so feisty. And so working with her, right, she actually was very sweet. She just didn't want to be in that little thing, right? So she was actually very sweet, and she's very docile, to be honest. So I've worked with her now I've almost had her for a year. And this morning I had my other snake out, and he was kind of, he's got a lot of energy. So I like to get him out and, stretch his legs before I leave if I'm going to go for the day or whatever. And I had to do a reading. So I thought, you know what, I'll just, he's pretty good on me. So I just put him around my neck and did the reading. And that was the vision. I didn't even realize. I was driving down the highway and I went, oh my God, I did the vision. I just saw it with a black snake. Okay, which I've done readings with the black snake before, and she actually sits around my neck a lot better than the orange snake does. The orange snake has a little bit more energy in him, where she just sits there. She doesn't really move too much. Okay, and that was the vision. He is very sweet. He's the sweetest snake in the world. And that was the vision. And I was like, oh my God, that's it. I did the vision. I had no idea that I didn't even know black snakes existed. Call me crazy, but I did not know they were all black snakes. Okay. I never really paid attention to snakes. I really only saw pythons, and they have, diamonds on them and they have patterns on them and shit. So I was like, where would I ever think that there was black snakes? I wouldn't fucking know that. And she's all black, but she has this little tattoo this little white tattoo under her chin. And I know, I always tell her all the time, she wants to come out and do a reading, she can always come out. She doesn't really like the camera very much, though. As she gets bigger, she'll probably get used to it. But as she gets bigger, the thing is that she probably will sit on my shoulders and do readings all the time, because that's really where she wants to be. She doesn't really want to crawl around. She wants to be on me. That's really where she wants to be. And I saw that vision, and it came true. So I don't know what that has to do with you, but the thing is that whatever it is that they're saying about you, my father never put me on his shoulders. Like I said, he never hugged me. He never loved me. He never did anything with me. He saw kids as, you're stupid. I don't like you. I don't find anything, I want to go fuck my wife. I want my wife all the time with me. I don't want my kids around me. He never wanted his kids around him, really. They don't like kids. They try to lie and say that they do, but they don't. Okay. And so now, like now as I am as a parent, which is the only thing I'm going to ever be a parent to is snakes or dogs. Okay. I'm not going to have humans, and I can do things differently. He calls me weird. He says this, he says that, he says, you know, gossips with his little friends because he talks about things he has no idea about, because he doesn't know what love is. He doesn't know to, you know, walk your fucking snakes because they maybe shouldn't be in an enclosure all fucking day because, you know, they need to stretch, right? He doesn't see it as that. He sees it as self-soothe, you know, go away, go play with yourself. You know, adults and kids have nothing to do with one another. You go play with your kitties and I'm going to be drinking with my adult friends. Like, that's kind of how he is. Whereas I would be like, why can't my kid be here? I don't even really want to drink. Like, why do you got to separate the kids from the adults? Because you just want to be a fucking adult acting like a kid. So you can't have the kids around, or you know you're gonna then you know that you're acting like a fucking idiot, right? So it's like, I don't know whose parents like act like children, okay? And that got the children of the corn on the bottom of the deck as I say children. That's hilarious. I do feel like somebody's parents are acting like kids, or somebody's parents are acting like, you know, and it's all lies. It's all lies, knowing that they didn't have to be that way. They didn't have to be asshole to you. They didn't have to be super superior to you. They didn't have to act like they were dad and you were the kid and blah, blah, blah. They didn't have to act that way. People who want to act superior to things, I really find, had rough childhoods where they had parents that really, you know, emphasized the fact that they were the parent and that was the child. You know, like, I find that people who want to parent really young, it's because they just want to control something and they want their parents to leave them alone. I'm an adult now. I'm 20. You can't tell me what to do because now I have a kid. It's all about like superiority. Like, I feel, you know, like one person's superior over another. Well, I'm older than you, so I'm more superior than you. Well, I had 3 kids. I'm more superior than you. Well, I've got 5 kids. I've got more wisdom than you. It's like a pissing contest, but with women. And when women do it, it's different. Men who do it, go fucking ride your motorcycles, go fucking measure your dicks, get over it. But when women do it, it's vindictive and it's hostile and it's wicked and it's nasty, and it usually involves some type of magic or some type of witchcraft or some type of, I want to fuck your husband, so I'm going to. Because when women get into it, they get malicious. Okay, men get angry, hostile. Women get like, you know, like there's something psychologically wrong with them. Okay, they've been tweaked in some way, which I say feminine energy or women, and you know women can be men, okay, so easy. And you know that women are men. If they act like a man, okay, and they treat their men like women, what do you think they are? They're fucking men. They just don't have anything hanging between their legs, okay, because they can't be a man all the way. No. They can control a man. They can yell at a man. They can fucking make a man want to piss his pants. But they're not a man, they're a woman, remember? So now they're going to go into their feminine energy and go, but I can't work, honey. I got to stay home with the kids. You know this. And then they're on their hands and knees. And then all of a sudden now daddy's getting a blowjob. Okay, like women... Okay, oh my God. There's like one woman in the world I will get along with, and I swear to God, it's my sister and nobody else, because for the most part, women, I just don't get along with them. I just don't feel like how they feel about their husbands and how they feel about their life, and how, you know, well, I'm the woman and you're the man. And it's just a lot of it is so stereotypical. It's so like, you know, you get into your energy and I'll be in mine. And it's like, that's not what is this? You know, like, what are you doing? No matter, like, no wonder people in marriages, like, just get miserable. I would understand it. I mean, there's a lot of fucking stupid people out there that really don't give a shit about what they're actually doing. You know, like, they say they want to be in a relationship, but you know they don't. You know they don't. You know they just want fucking somebody cleaning their house and paying their bills while they go to work. But yet they don't really want to be that way because they want their woman to work. But yet all of a sudden it's just like... I feel like, for one, I am way too fucking hot. That's what I feel like. A, I'm way too hot. And for B, yeah, I don't know. I feel like somebody's, I don't know, like getting in trouble or something. I don't know. I don't really know what this is all about. If it resonated, I fucking really hope it did. But like somebody's really, that was a nice wind. Somebody's really getting out of lies, like conformed lies around them, just designed to make them look like an asshole while everybody else gets what they want. It's like, no, 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 honey. That's not how this is going to work anymore, okay? So a lot of power coming back, okay? Maybe that's what that is. A lot of Uranus energy of power coming back, like, instantaneously. And being like, going from feeling like you can't say anything, you can't do anything, you can't speak, to I'm on fucking top of the world. You can't say shit to me. And even if you do, what are you going to do? Call the cops? Are you going to get me in trouble? You can't. Okay, so good luck threatening that shit. And for a second, you're going to have to handle yourself like a fucking man or like a woman, whatever it is. Right? And women like to throw those bombs, you know, throw those text messages, those emails out, and then go hide behind their husbands, you know, go hide behind some masculine figure all of a sudden, because now they don't want the reply from their vulgar, disgusting mouths. Oh, I'm getting this song called Satellites. It's by a band called Every Time I Die. It's a really good song. My sister's been getting me listening to Every Time I Die. And every time I listen to it, I go, is this Every Time I Die? She's like, yep. Yep, apparently I'm a huge fan and I didn't know it. They're a little heavy though, so just be prepared. Okay, here we go. Next message. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Assumptions. We have the turtle. And the Two of Cups. My hair looks hilarious. It feels hilarious. I just can't keep it down right now. I'm too hot. Okay. Okay, I feel like there's a prophecy on the table. So there's something that is almost bound to happen, except for some reason, because it's going slow, okay, it's moving slow, the energy is really slow, you think it's not going to happen. Okay. And I mean, you could have also gotten a no from a response. You could have sent a message out and you've gotten a no. Somebody said no to you right away. They might be changing their mind. Because it's the switch around. There's Sherlock. Okay, so good analogy. Say you are looking around for a position for something, okay? Doesn't matter what the position is. And somebody looks at your resume, okay? There's literally lightning in a bottle. Something's going to happen, okay? Somebody looks at your resume and they kind of they bring you down there for an interview, okay? And I think they kind of make some assumptions about you And those assumptions are very wrong. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, you might not be somebody who gives off the best first impressions. Okay, you might be rough. I'm very rough. I come off like I'm either the biggest piece of shit in the world, or people understand that I'm really loud, I'm kind of deaf, and I'm actually a lot of energy. But if you don't like that because you're dark and you're quiet, and people like me that are bright, sunny, and shiny, irk you, okay? Because sometimes I irk people. People who want to be angry don't like people like me. And the thing is that I could wake up, I could be as angry as I want to be. I have the worst life in the world. I have every right to be as angry as fucking possible, even right now. But like, why would I be? Who wants to be angry, right? But people, they see anger. They just assume that I'm anger. And I'm like, okay, you have no idea. I'm not even angry at all. But I love that you think that I am, because now you're going to stay the fuck away from me, because maybe you're the one with anger. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody makes an assumption about you, it's because you might be reflecting something in them. Okay, well, this is a 2 of cups, okay? Those cups are different, but not really that much, okay? And what's in them is the same, okay? So they might, you might just, okay, say for instance me. Sometimes, okay, because of who I am, I could meet another Whitney, okay? There's not very many of us out there, okay? And the first thing I do is go, ugh, who the fuck is Miss Screamy in the middle of the room trying to get all the attention? Do you realize why I scream so much? Is because for the most part, I don't want attention. So if I scream and get loud, then people look at me and go like, ugh, and then they'll just leave me alone. Because if I'm quiet, then sometimes that gives off people this energy that like, I want them to talk to me when really I don't. Okay, so if I sound like the most obnoxious person in the world, then the only people that are going to talk to me are the ones that really like me, because they want a loud person in the room, because generally wherever the fuck we are is boring, okay? People like me make it a little funner, okay? Because we can see the prize that life is, okay? So you might have an interview with somebody, or a fucking meet and greet, or a shake of the hand or something, or just a simple passing by, okay? And they kind of go like, ugh, I don't know. I don't want you. What the fuck? This is what I get. And then all of a sudden they start doing their investigation. Okay, you know Sherlock. If you've watched the British Sherlocks, I mean, come on. Benedict is like the best detective in the world. Okay, that guy, and like Mycroft and Watson, and oh my gosh, I mean, they know what they're doing. Okay, so think of it this way. Like, I think somebody, I don't know, maybe you're going to get, maybe this is somebody with you and you're going to get the wrong impression from somebody because they're super loud and super entertaining and super out there, and you kind of go like, calm down, we're all right here. And then that's the person you fall in love with, right? Because like, honestly, it's really weird how, especially people like me, which is probably people like you, okay, little extrovert, introvert, okay, what we all realize. And it's like, we need people like us out there because of the introverts, because of the people that don't want to speak at all. Okay, those ones tend to be, the introverts tend to be the extroverts' best friends, right? Because we all balance each other, right? Like my sister is the introvert. She doesn't really speak. I do, right? But when she gets comfortable, then she's the loudest person in the room, and usually louder than me. Okay, but in a normal circumstance, I'll be the one that speaks and she doesn't. She's the Gemini, I'm the Aquarius. Geminis don't speak. Aquarius, we can't stop speaking. If we tried, it's like verbal diarrhea. We can't stop talking if we try, okay? Because we know how awkward people are. So we try to make things unawkward by speaking more, so then they can get more comfortable with us, okay? Krampus with the lightning card again, and yes. Oh my God, the tree with growth. Okay, I did this card, so then if it was, depending on how it flipped, is it dead coffin or is it alive? Grave, okay? So this is alive, okay? I mean, I do feel like somebody got you wrong, okay? They read the manuscript, or they read your autobiography wrong. They read you wrong, okay? But the thing is, the loving thing about this is that this person is willing to admit it, that they got you wrong, Okay. And I think that's why Spirit is telling you about this, is because they want you to. There was this reading not too long ago where it said, like, forgiveness is the way to go. Like, being nice. By being nice, you create a zone around you where people feel comfortable. Okay, if you are giving this vibe off like you want to kill everybody, people aren't really going to be comfortable with you. Okay, so maybe, okay, now another analogy. Maybe you went to go adopt a puppy, okay? And they're like, oh, give us all your information, blah, blah, blah. And then they go and they look up your social media and they see you, I don't know, fucking yelling at a dog, okay? And what they don't, and so they just say, okay, no, your application is going to be rejected, blah, blah, blah. They don't really give you a reason. And then you're like, what the fuck? Like, I fucking love dogs. Like, why would you not give me this opportunity? And then, they go and talk to somebody, or they actually watch the full video and they realize that you're just playing with the dog, okay? And nobody's hurt. And the dog is a really good actor, okay? My sister's dog, Marlo, if you held out your toothbrush and went, I'm going to brush your teeth, he would suddenly show all of his teeth and start jumping backwards and like play growling, because he did, I don't know, we'd never brushed his teeth once. I don't know how he knows that is what you do to brush your teeth, but he would show his teeth as if to be like, no, my teeth are clean, and jump around the room. So we knew that he knew what that meant. There was no, right? Sometimes like people like, okay, I don't know why, like, it just integrates with the reading, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Is that sometimes, right? But then, okay, going into the reading. So then somebody makes a video of you, with a toothbrush in front of your dog and your dog's jumping around, and it looks like you're, trying to hit him with the toothbrush or do something with them. And then once they watch the rest of the video, or you post another video, right, playing the same way, but then they see it a different way, and then they go, oh shit. Like, I thought you were, like, beating your dog. And you're like, no, what the fuck? I wouldn't beat my dog. Like, it's a joke. We play around. Some people know how to play around with their animals. Nobody gets hurt. Other people, assholes. Don't give a shit about their dogs, right? It's like that. Like, I don't know if you, like, missed an application or if somebody said no to you. Okay, it's gonna be a yes. Let's just hope that they saved your phone number. Okay. Let's hope they saved your phone number, because once they do their research, okay, because I do feel like that maybe they feel like they misjudged you. Okay. And maybe they all of a sudden have a dream. Okay. And you're in it and you're playing with the puppy, and they went, I swear, that client that we rejected, well, he came in my dream and he was actually a really good puppy owner. Like, should we look over that application again? And it's like, yeah, might as well look at it again. Like, there's nothing wrong with going back through things and maybe checking something that you might have missed. Okay. Like, that was actually in a movie that I watched where they were, okay, I do know that, the show Cold Case Files? Well, what a lot of detectives have been doing now, probably because it's become like more mainstream, detectives have been opening up cases that couldn't get solved, right, back in the day, and they reopen the case, and some of these detectives that are still alive, okay, even still, like, detectiving still, or they're like the response from them is either amazing, awesome, you opened up the case again, I want you to look at this with a fresh pair of eyes. And then there's also those detectives that are like, oh, what, you think you're gonna find something that I didn't? And you're like, no, why are you taking it personally, bitch? It's you. Did you die? Did you die? Or did that person die? And I'm just going to relook at things because maybe, with the other 15 cases you had going on, maybe somebody fell through the cracks. Like, are you really going to tell me as a detective not a single person fell through your cracks? Nope, I did it all perfectly. Oh, okay. Well, then you shouldn't mind me going through everything if you did everything perfectly, right? Okay, so there's another kind of almost switcheroo. Okay, while I was driving around, I did get pointed to a sign that in big letters said review. And I was like, somebody's getting reviewed, and so they should. I mean, we get reviews all the time. We go through tests all the time. Spirit is constantly testing us. They're constantly putting us through tests, and they're constantly seeing where we are mentally of where to go in the future, right? It's all about a test. If you don't realize that life is a test yet, please realize that it is. It is not a game. It is not just fuck around and see what happens. It's really like, this is a game of chess. You got to make the right moves, because if you don't, someone's going to check you and the game is over. Okay? The game is fucking over. And I feel like this game wasn't over. Okay? Like, I don't know, maybe they just went to the bathroom for a really long time and you thought they left the date, but they didn't. You know, it's like something like that. It's like, don't give up on something. Okay? Because once that lightning strikes, honestly, it's like, who knows what's going to happen? Okay? I just got that song, I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. See, how sick does that sound? I'm a genie in a bottle. You have to rub me the right way? Like, if you want to be with me? Jesus Christ, I never even realized that. See, you gotta say stuff out loud sometimes to be like, hello, I was singing that my whole life. Ugh, what the fuck? Oh, God, get that song out of my head. I don't even want that song in my head to begin with. There's this Yellow Wolf song, and I forget what song it is. I feel like it might be Pop the Trunk, one of the Pop the Trunks. I think Pop the Trunk 3 or something. And the way it starts off, it sounds like Genie in a Bottle. And every time I put it on my Spotify, it'll start playing, and my sister will go, Genie in a Bottle? And I'll go, no, I don't. Why would you think that song is on my fucking Spotify? Like, really? I think she wants to put that song on her Spotify. And then there's this Right Hook song that he does with Vinny Paz, and I'm pretty sure Slain. And it starts off, and I think every time it's No Diggity. And I'll go, and my Sam likes to show go, No Diggity? And I'll be like, no, it's fucking Right Hook. It's not No Diggity. Oh, songs. I don't know what that just can't. I don't know what. Okay, you know what? Honestly, I know. This isn't right. We got to get the box of magic out here. And let's see where we at. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, everybody, okay? You know the rules. Remember, people think that I'm a scam, okay? So we always have to say, only take what resonates, okay? Because, you know, they say about us tarot readers, apparently, we're all scams, right? So. Okay. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Ooh, look at that. Help me. Oh, that feels so much better. Loyalty. You have chosen the symbol of loyalty. And this means you are being called to stand up for who and what you believe in. With help me. Wow, what is this? Abilities. I feel like, okay, a lot of this collective has magical abilities. I've told you all you're magical as fuck, okay? You have magical superpower abilities. You are superhuman, okay? The dancers, those are the lovers. Okay, so Somebody's using their abilities to help somebody, okay? This could be like on your Facebook or something like that. You might have somebody, okay, there's the Five of Wands upside down. Okay, you might have somebody who is really counting on your abilities right now, okay? You might read tarot, do messages, stuff like that. You might be some type of influencer. You might put up very inspirational quotes, stuff like that. Somebody needs you to do this, okay? It kind of is almost, I feel like, lining up with the message that we did this morning, that somebody needs your help. They're just never going to ask. So it's almost like you have to volunteer. Okay. So with the Five of Wands upside down, it's, you can't lead anyone out of the forest when you're disoriented. And no matter how much you want to help others, you need to shine your light on your own path. So I feel like somebody in the collective, you're helping somebody shine a light on a very dark path. Okay, so they need you. They need you. Okay, there's initiation. They're suspended in your energy. Okay. I'm not saying this person is like a love interest or something. I'm just saying that somebody is watching you. Okay. There's the moon. So the Dancers with the moon. Somebody is in very bad energy. And I don't think they can see. Okay. There's art therapy. You might do art therapy too, like you might paint or something, and you might sculpt or do clay or do whatever art you do. Okay, I know people that do like decoupage, right? Just slapping images together from magazines, whatever. Like art is so therapeutic. It really helps to release things. You'll find the art that you create is the mindset that you're in. Okay. So if you start creating art and everything that you do is very black and very dark, it's kind of because I feel like that's where you are. Okay. If your work is very light, uplifting, full of, life, then therapeutically that's where you are, or that's where you want to be. Okay, I feel like for instance, okay, so I've got this little number here that I did just a few months ago. It's Gotham. I really love Batman. So I did this, and there's bats everywhere, and it's kind of dark, and it's I'm not the kind of person that puts a lot of like color into things. Okay, I do things very dark, but like I guess when I did this, I was pretty dark. But I've done other things where I've been in kind of shitty positions, but I've made really bright art, even being in the shitty positions. It's kind of like, it just depends. Like my art changes, depending on seasons, depending on jobs, like, I don't know, maybe somebody needs help, like expressing themselves. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like somebody's not grounded. They need to get grounded again. They're stuck in some type of like fighty energy, but they want to come out of the fighty energy. Like sometimes you just get to a point where like, I can't fight anymore. I can't yell at you. I just can't. I'm fucking exhausted. Okay. Somebody's exhausted. That's kind of what I'm getting. So that's why Spirit is like, don't stop. Like if you are, Ian, there it is right there. If you're doing things that are in the light, or if you're, keep in the light, keep doing it. Somebody's very much benefiting off of your talent or off of your day job, or they're benefiting off of you and they don't know how to ask you. They don't know how to ask. You know, this could be, maybe you're like a Reiki master. There's 2 crystals. I don't know, maybe you're a Reiki master or something. So I feel like somebody wants to exchange energy with you, okay? They might, you know, you might do Reiki. They might do, there's the Ace of Swords. You know, they might do something therapeutic like art or something. And you can be like, well, paint me a picture and I'll do a Reiki session with you. Something like that. I've been recently talking about that as well, as doing like some type of barter system with people, you know, like just exchange energy and get your energy out there, right? So then people, you know, find out who you are or stuff like that. So maybe that's what this is about, the moon. Maybe I do kind of feel like somebody is trapped in very dark energy. Smoke some weed. Oh, with so much wind is coming through the window, I just burnt all my nostril hairs. All I can smell is burnt hair in my nose right now. Hilarious. Okay, I can kind of really feel like that's the end of that message. Like, I'm trying to think of anything else more that I can say, and the only thing I can say is I feel like your energy is helping somebody, and don't stop, you know, like keep doing what you're doing, whatever it is, whatever you're being guided to do by spirit, you know, whatever you're being guided by, you know, your soul, something like that, keep doing it. And if you are being guided to do some art, do it. You know, go to the dollar store. You can buy it so cheap. Sometimes it's not about the quality of the work. It's about getting it out of you. If you don't have a lot of money, trust me, there's a lot of ways that you can do things where you don't spend a lot of money. Like the dollar store has many old things, all the paintbrushes, all the paint, all the canvases that you need. And you can probably buy paint, a brush, and a canvas for well under $10 at the dollar store, okay? Yeah, try that out. Spirit's happy with that now. What day is it today? Oh, it's Tuesday. I hope everyone's having a good day today. The good old see you next Tuesday group. How's your weather over there, Diane? There's storms brewing. It's becoming storm season. I feel like I just want to watch Twister all the time. Oh, good. You're a nice, good. That's good. Good. All right. You're not getting any crazy ass energy over there, right? Like the winds today feel like tornado winds. Like I was trying to I was trying to put garbage as my sister was pumping gas, and I felt like we were going to blow away. Like I had to hold on to the car. It was so strong. The wind was so strong. It was crazy. It is crazy Jane out there. Okay. Let's do next message. What time are we at? 53:54. Next message. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Yeah, no doubt, right? Oh, the air smells so good today. Oh, I love this weather. It's like 15 degrees. That's my favorite temperature. 15 degrees, I swear. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Guardian with Familiar. Our familiars have been speaking quite loud over the last little while. Hand fasting with Union. No way. Is everybody going crazy right now? It's the new moon. Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah. Are you going to keep that? Yeah. You can erase that. Whatever. I saw it. Hand fasting with Union. Okay. What's next? Secret with Book of Shadows. Ooh. Very, very, very scary. I'm just kidding. I feel like I need to get scary cards, but like not everything is scary, okay? I have demon cards and I feel like they're not even scary enough for me. Lies and lovers pick their past, but they never cry out loud. I'm getting the song Gold Dust Woman, but the Courtney Love version, not the Stevie Nicks version. Gold Dust Woman. Okay, Familiar Guardian, tell me what up. Shatter your illusions of love. But is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? I really like that song. I'm going to download that song. Okay, Page of Pentacles in reverse with Familiar. It's like, okay, I feel like you're going to get a message from your familiar. All right, so make sure you pick up the phone. All right. They're going to call you up, and they're going to say, Dad, I have an idea, okay? I don't know, maybe they're going to come into your dreams. Be careful. Be like, watch out for your familiar, okay? Watch out for, like, listening to them all of a sudden. They're, like, looking at you weird, and you're like, what are you doing? Okay, why are you looking at me like that? Well, they're trying to tell you something, okay? You know, trying to tell you something. And I don't know, maybe... Okay, there's this. Oh, man. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse. God damn it. Okay, somebody is fighting something. Okay, they're fighting the urge to do something. And their familiar is getting angry with them. Okay, their familiar is even going like, hello, you said you were going to do this and you're not doing it. Okay, and your familiars would know best. I mean, they're in your life for a reason, right? They're in your life to make you better, right? That's why they're there. So with the Star in reverse, somebody's blocking a connection. Okay, but then the next card is the Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like they're not going to fight it anymore. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like somebody didn't know something. Okay, they don't know that their familiar wants them to do this. They're fighting the urge to do something, even though they know they need to do it. But they're like, well, what about you? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what if this is a change of job or something? Okay, and you might be gone for an extra hour a day or something. And your familiar is going like, dude, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're not here every night to like walk me or to be here right on time. Like, fucking live your life, dude. Okay, maybe somebody's doing that because with the Union, somebody wants to do something, okay? But then with the Book of Shadows and Secret, they're keeping it a secret with what they want, okay? And then it's turning their Page of Wands in reverse because the Union is really what they want, but they're just hiding it. They're keeping it a secret. Queen of Swords in reverse. There's the moon in reverse, and then there's the sun. So somebody is going, this secret is going to be revealed. Something is going to be revealed to you, if this makes sense, okay? And somebody lied to you. Okay? They lied to you about something, and they're going to tell you the truth now. They're going to tell you the truth about something. Or you're going to tell yourself the truth. Wow, my hair looks pretty bad right now. Okay, or they're going to tell you the truth about something. Okay, you're either going to have some type of weird epiphany, okay, for your life. It's some type of epiphany, okay, or somebody around you is going to have this epiphany. Okay, and they stop fighting you. They just stop. They just put the sword down. And I don't even know why the fight started to begin with. Why maybe somebody was fighting you off. They were fighting your energy off. They were fighting the inevitable. Okay, putting up some type of, war with you or boundary with you. And it was really like blocking the connection. And then the Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like, you want to lie to yourself, that's fine. But don't tell your familiar that they're lying to you, because that's going to piss them off. Because they're going to be like, I don't lie to you, and I'm not lying to you now. You want to lie to yourself, that's fine. But don't use me as that lie, like that crutch. Like, well, like a dog, like, if somebody does ask you to change jobs or something, and then you say, well, my dog, what if my dog, is left alone too long? Your dog's going to be pissed. Okay. I'm just telling you right now, your dog's going to be angry, or your cat is going to be angry if you use them as an excuse to stop yourself from doing something. Right. Because like they said, you want to lie on your behalf, you go right ahead. You say you can't take it. You can't take the responsibility. You can't do it, whatever. But don't blame it on something else. That would be like me blaming my snakes for something and being like, well, sorry, I couldn't get here because, my snakes needed me. No, like, I'm not going to blame something on them. I'm not a coward. Okay, so don't blame it on your familiar, because your familiar wants what's best for you. Okay, you can manipulate your mind, or this person can manipulate their mind all they want. Their familiar is like, don't you fucking blame it on me, because like her little third eye is lit up. Your familiars know the future. They know what you're going through. They know your emotions. They know your aura. They can see you in a different, almost like, dogs, the way that vision is with dogs, it's almost like they see in another dimension, right? Because they can see ghosts. Okay, they can see energies. They can see your aura. Okay, the dogs know if you're good or if you're bad. Like dogs can see a different thing. Okay, so they can see your pain. They can see that you're lying to yourself. Okay, plus they can fucking hear you, right? So if you want to tell yourself a bunch of lies, again, your familiar's like, dude, I'm listening to you. Like, why are you lying to yourself? I can hear you, right? But again, they're not going to be like, don't fucking do that. They're just going to acknowledge the fact that you're doing something, because, your familiar's not going to be scared that you're going to get mad at them, okay? They're far and few over that shit, okay? They don't care about that, right? So, wow, where did these cards come from? Two of Wands, Page of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, with the Page of Wands upright. I kind of feel like they've got a decision to make. Okay, with the Two of Wands. They have a decision to make. Left or right, red or blue. Okay? And I feel like with the Page of Cups in reverse and then the Knight of Cups in reverse, I'm like, okay, somebody doesn't want to get overly emotional, but then they also don't want to get like, perverted. Okay. So, it's kind of like learn how to balance something. Something's going to come into your life, whatever this union is. Somebody's been fighting it for a reason. And they're fighting it because they want it so bad, but they're used to punishing themselves, or they're used to fighting, or they're used to everything going wrong. So they don't even want to do it. Okay. So once they make the decision, okay, are you going to do this or you're not going to do this? Because, people are waiting on this decision. Okay. They move at the Page of Wands, which is then there's the offer. Okay. It's the idea that sparks whatever this guardian is saying. Okay. But they're still going to keep a secret from you. Okay. They're still like, look at her. She's not exactly looking innocent. Okay. So I feel like, somebody might not fill in the full blanks of something. Okay. And they are planning on doing that. I mean, honestly, the way I see this, I feel like someone's got a whole book of secrets and it's got your name all over it. Okay. And I don't think these are bad secrets, but these are secrets. These are things that they have wrote about you. Okay. That they have written down. They have things written down with your name on it. And the dates, and they've signed it, and your name is in it, and they're, oh my God. Like what? I mean, what does this person feel like they have to do? Do they feel like they have to show you the journal? Do they feel like you, in order to, for you to understand, you have to read what they wrote? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they really have got themselves in a pickle. Okay, in a pickle. There's the Tower. Okay. King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hermit, the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups. Okay. I'm getting it a little bit. Okay, so the Tower comes down. It's in reverse. They don't want this Tower to come down, but it's going to come down regardless. Okay, it's to the point where this person can't fight this anymore. Like I said, Five of Wands in reverse. They can't fight this anymore. They can't fight this union. They can't. It's like a meeting that you had to meet with somebody and you've postponed it long enough. Okay. Then there's the King of Pentacles with the Emperor in reverse with the Hierophant. I feel like it's this Emperor who's hiding. Okay, so if he doesn't want to be in his Emperor energy, then he has to be in his King of Pentacles energy. So it's almost like he lowers his energy to meet with you. What? Okay. Three of Swords. With the Two of Swords right behind it. Okay. Walk with me here, because this is a doozy. This person has this King of Pentacles, Emperor in reverse, Hermit person, okay? They have all this in their heart. Okay, and they're claiming that two of those swords are from you. Which is why you're written down in the book. And you know what song started playing in my head? Fucking Sheryl Crow song. The first cut is the deepest, okay? And then Hierophant in reverse with the Six of Cups. Like, I don't know if this person, if they're saying that there's only 3 swords that have ever gone into their heart, and 2 of them are from you? 2? 2 of them are from you? And you didn't even know about it? It's like Hierophant in reverse. I feel as if this person like wanted to marry you twice. I don't know if you rejected them twice. I don't know if you said no to them twice. I don't know if they reached out to you twice. Something you said to them on 2 different occasions fucked them up. Like, bad. And the thing is, there you go. Okay, I was like, well, where's the fucking 3rd sword, you coward? Okay, who's the fucking 3rd sword? And look at this. I look all of a sudden at this bitch. This Queen of Swords here in reverse. So the other person, okay, the other sword is from this Queen of Swords in reverse. So somebody who lied to them. Some queen who lied to them. And then you take up the other 2 swords. And I mean, like, for you not to even have known about it, it's not like, I feel like this is all, I feel like this is this whole person's subconscious. I don't feel like it's their heart. I feel like they want to say you hit them in the heart, but I just think it affected their heart. I think you hit them with their, like, some type of conscious truth that activated their subconscious into believing, their subconscious believed before that, the problems before, they only had one sword in their heart. It was this bitch who lied to them, whatever. And then they meet you. And on 2 different occasions, you managed to fuck them up more than the person who lied to them. You told them more truth than the person who lied to them. And your truth fucked them up more than being lied to. And that's the thing, is like it does. The people who lie to people, I mean, they're usually lying just to appease somebody, just to make their dick appear bigger. Oh yeah, honey, that's really great. You're doing a great job. Okay. But they're not willing to be honest with them because they really don't care. Okay. Honesty, being honest with people allows people to know, like, when to get better, how to get better. I'm here to support you, by the way. I love what you're doing. If you want help, I can help you. Okay. And then there's other people that, just flat out lie to you and say, like, oh yeah, that's really great. And in their head, they're like, it's fucking ugliest fucking painting I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to tell them that, though. That's my husband. If anything, you should be telling them the truth the most because you are married to them. But people are fucked up with that kind of game. We're not going to go down that road because that's a sketchy road. Okay? So, continuing the continuum. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands. My goodness gracious. Okay, so, okay, now we're back to you. And the way that this person, okay, so now this is about how this person looks at you, okay? This is how they see you. 9 of Pentacles, okay? Like, you got a goddamn, like, I think that's a falcon. I mean, it's fucking huge for a falcon, but it looks kind of like a falcon, to be honest. Okay, that's how they're looking at you, like, this is how easy this shit is. I just have a bird on me. Okay, what up? This is how easy this is. Okay, and then this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they're thinking you're like this. Or maybe that's how they saw you in the past, okay? Pretentious, okay? You need things done a certain way. You fan yourself like you're still on the Titanic, okay? They got you very wrong. So when you checked them with these swords, they were like, oh shit, I got that wrong. Yep, and I deserve to get those text messages. Yep, okay, I deserve that. All right? And then the 6 of Pentacles come through. It's like you gave them exactly what they deserved. Like, exactly what they deserved. You weren't going to just give them something or tell them something because that's what they're used to. I mean, don't be surprised if you said something to somebody and they just said nothing. And then you said something to them again and they just said nothing. You know why they said nothing? Because they don't have anything to say. That was like like if I can see them, their mouth is open and they're drooling because they've had their mouth open for so long and they can't speak. You left them speechless. Okay, so the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Swords with the Queen of Wands. I kind of feel like they're looking at you like one of the swords that you put in them, okay, is the thing that you live by. Okay, so you put the truth in them so deep that they can't even say, oh yeah, you're so full of shit, your fucking eyes are brown. They're like, yeah, you are exactly what you just said, right? They're so, like, I feel like they're so shameful, okay, which is like the energy I'm getting from this person. It has since I looked at it. Like, they look so shameful. Like they everything, it's like everything they were told was a lie. And they believed it all. Okay, Knight of Swords in reverse. Like, they believed it all. And the thing is that the things that they believed about you, they got trapped by. Because they didn't want to say it to you. Okay, but how can they outlive what they've heard? It's so much over time. Like, I don't know who doesn't like you. I don't know what they believed. I don't know what they heard, and I don't know what you said. Okay, but you think this person hates you and they want to marry you. Because like I said, some people, they don't know the truth. They've never heard it. Okay. And once they hear the truth, you think that they're going to hate you for it and walk away and fucking want to slap you in the face because they didn't say anything. But at the same time, it's like a slow clap. They've just been, you know, you only hearing one clap at a time and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? It's because they're slow clapping. Because they don't know what else to say, that you checked them so hard that they slow clapped. Okay? Like, I mean, goddamn. Like, good for them for, like, taking it. They took it they took it well. Okay, but then what they did was they wrote a bunch of shit about you in their journal. But the thing is, I feel like Spirit just said the stuff that they have wrote about you is from 20 years ago. 20 years ago? They wrote stuff about you 20 years ago for somebody. Okay? Your name is in April 28th, 2005. And there's your name. Wow. I mean, this person collects things from the past. Like, they don't let things from the past go very, very good, do they? Oh, there's justice right on the top of the deck. That's all I needed. Look at that. That's pretty fucking sweet. I'm not gonna, like, I can't lie about that. That's pretty sweet. That's justice prevails, you know, because so many people, they really, you know, they say they can handle the truth. They say they want the truth, but the second you tell them the truth, they run away like a little bitch and blame you for it, right? As if you telling the truth about them is your fault. Okay, right? Some people, they can't handle the truth. They can't handle, you know, not taking things personally, right? Everything is about them. You know, obviously you're attacking them if you don't like them. And really, sometimes you're trying to, like, critique people. You're not critique people, but sometimes we try to make people better. We want to make people better. And it comes out like we're trying to change them, or we don't like them, or we hate them. But really, it's like, you know, nah, man, just trying to water your roots, you know, just trying to give you a bath because you're dirty as hell. So, I don't know, man. Someone's coming out with some shit that they said about you 20 years ago. There's the Six of Swords. That's a lot in the air. Like, I feel like once they open up the book, everything comes flying out. Everything. Because, I mean, why stop at one thing? You know, why only say one thing? If they've got 20 pages of information, well, we got all night. Let's talk. You know, like, let's talk about the book. Let's talk about what you said. Let's talk. Let's understand why you said what you did. What were you feeling? Why were you angry? Because maybe there's going to be times where they wrote about why they were angry at you, how they made you feel. I mean, all of that, to be honest, how fucked up it does sound, because now I'm getting 7. You know how he writes, like, thousands of books? I'm kind of getting that now, okay, where somebody might have written down books. Now I'm getting the butterfly effect from, like, when they're a kid. They were told to write down stuff, and they just always did. Okay, so knowing that these things were written about you, and there were things that were said about you, and then they wrote how it made them feel, then it's like to read it to you or to open it up is so, it should feel so therapeutic to this person, I hope. Because they're already one step ahead of the game by saying how they feel. Most people bottle up how they feel. They don't want people to know how they feel. Okay, and then if they don't really understand how they feel, so they're trying to understand their emotions by writing it down to analyze it, it's like, could you really be angry with them? No. Okay, but again, this person's very much in their head. Now I'm getting that satellite song again. Okay, like, open up your satellites, like, open up these things. Okay, try not to keep things bottled up if you don't want to, because they're fighting this urge for a long time to tell you these things, and they never did, right? So we have Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, and Virgo, and Leo. If people want to know signs. Okay. I kind of wanted to call that out all of a sudden. So if that makes sense, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I kind of feel like somebody's, oh yeah, and Pisces. Somebody's got a lot of things they wrote down about you, okay? Man, it just started pouring rain. I love the rain. Oh, I love when it starts raining and I'm doing a reading. I feel like it's so magical. I'm not getting that sweet rain smell yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what I could smell. I could smell the rain. I could smell the rain in the air today. $120.33. Let's light the candle. It's cooling down now. All right, here we go. Next message. Okay, we have honesty in reverse, number 26. We have belonging in reverse with 41. We have trapped with 34. And high priestess of water and number 4. So 3 4s here. Hearth and home. And that's belonging is a home. Okay. So honesty in reverse. Somebody lied to you, or they were dishonest with you about where you belonged. Work in reverse. Somebody went out of their way to do something that they weren't supposed to do. Maybe they said you were work. You're too hard. You're work. You're too difficult. Nobody can work with you. It was a lie. That was a lie. That was your home. And somebody could have kicked you out or kicked you out of the home, or you lost an apartment or something like that. And it's because somebody was dishonest. Somebody lied. Big time. Okay. And this lie, because this lie about this house, okay, has trapped somebody. There's money, panic, lighthouse, and the oldies but goodies. Yeah, so somebody in your past Okay, the universe is shining light on this because somebody in your past stole from you, okay? And I've been guided to use these cards. I totally fucking forgot I even had them. Okay, give me some characteristics on the person who stole from you. We have betrayed, deception with kid in a candy store. You were betrayed by somebody who wanted stuff. Okay, they couldn't resist. Oh my God, we got gang stalking. These people are gang stalking you. So you have people watching you. Okay, you have people watching you. Okay, it could be 6 people watching you. Okay, and they are convinced by this person that you are Lady of Law. Okay, so this person, whoever this person is, okay, that is gang stalking you, lying about you, okay, trapping you, they're the lady of the law, which means they're the lady of the land, okay? They make all the fucking rules, they make all the laws, they make all the decisions, and that's why they can be dishonest, because nobody questions them. Nobody questions them. Quiet, non-verbal. Ooh, so this is a very quiet bitch. This is a very quiet person. Love bomb. So they're a narcissist. And they like to hurt people. So they love bomb you, okay, or they love bomb people. I love you. I love you. If I didn't love you, would I be doing all this? Like, if somebody like me, would I be hurting you if I tell you that I love you every day? But is that really hurting you? It's like, yeah, okay. And then they keep saying you're overthinking things. Oh, so they are now trying to analyze you while they are the kid in the candy store. So they're acting like fucking, Little Miss Muffet. All right, there's Asia. They could be Asian, all right, from Asia, or they could have the fucking ego the size of the biggest continent in the world. Okay? African American, and we have enemy with trickster. Okay, those are the characteristics, just some of the characteristics of the person that is being dishonest about you. Okay? Anything else about this person? Please. United Kingdom. There we go, Diane. This could be you, my lady. High Priestess. And then with landlord. Okay, this person could be your landlord. They could have been your landlord at one point. And they also are some type of high priestess. Okay, which means they do have, a knowing. Okay, they can, I don't know, kind of see the future, all right? They do have some magical powers, all right? And that's why they come in and love bomb, right? Because they can see that you want the love, all right? So they come in and they'll use that to control you, okay? And then when it doesn't work, it's your fault, okay? You didn't appreciate their love. You don't appreciate anything they do. You're an asshole. All you do is take, blah, 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 which means they're only giving to you so then they can get things. Stormy on the bottom of the deck. This person is very stormy. Okay, they've got multiple personalities then, which is why it's storming outside right now. Their energy is being exposed for what it truly fucking is. Inappropriate. They're losing their kingdom. Okay, and they kicked you out of it anyway, so now you're getting the kingdom back, searching for something in reverse. And it's like, okay, it's like this person's going to get fired from their job or something like that, okay? And they're not going to know about it ahead of time, so they can't look for anything. They can't look for any way to save it. They can't look for another job. They can't save their ass because they don't even know what's coming because they're the king of the island. Now I'm getting, you know what I'm getting? Shutter Island. I don't know if you've ever fucking seen that movie, but it's about a detective, okay, who's so delusional that he won't admit to himself what his wife did to him, to his children, and to herself. Right? Because there's so much guilt inside of him for watching her and not doing anything about it, because he saw the signs that there was something wrong. He saw the signs that she was depressed. He saw all these signs and he didn't do anything. He just kept covering it up and covering it up and covering it up because she was sick. She had a lot of problems. And when you ignore those problems, then that's when the kids get hurt. Okay. And when you say your parent is a parent who doesn't want to be a parent, now all of a sudden wants to act like a child again, you're going to see that they're massively going to neglect that child because they want to be a kid again. They never wanted to be the parent. They only wanted to be the kid. This could be a parent that always acted like your best friend. Like you guys would go out and go drinking and all this shit. That they weren't here to be your fucking friend. They were here to be your goddamn parent, to stand up for you, to support you, right? Through thick and thin, never give up on you, right? Those are things that your parents should automatically have done for you. And for some reason, you were put last place. You were put on the back burner. Everybody went before you. If everybody, if this was Christmas dinner and you were the youngest, everybody ate before you. They made sure that every single adult grabbed their plate and then you were fed. When if you're the kid, you're the baby, you're the one that's supposed to get fed first. But people don't realize that, because if they don't really want to be a parent or a person, okay, then they will disregard the vulnerables and make them wait, make them beg for it, right? Make them prove they're worthy because they feel like they're in control. I'm in control. I control you. I control you from here to fucking Timbuktu. You're mine. That means I control you. Nope. Parents aren't there to control you. Parents are there to help you grow. Safe and in a sound environment, healthy and strong, and in your best fucking tip-top shape. Not bended, broken, abused, battered, never fucking fed, never chosen, never looked after, but mommy and daddy were always fed. Mommy and daddy were actually a little bit fat, by the way. Oh, mommy and daddy they really got their show on. They got to do whatever they wanted every Friday night. You cleaned the house every goddamn day. It's like you were the adult. This is for somebody who was an adult as a child, cleaning up after their parents, cleaning the house for their parents, right? For the landlord. Oh. Done, over, dead. This is done. These people were not supposed to fucking act like this. They act like a bunch of fucking children. They're going to now get treated like kids. Fine. You want to act like a child? You want to be that kid in the candy store but have your wallet full? Kids don't have their wallets full. Kids don't work. Kids don't have money. You want to act like a kid? Well, kids don't have houses. Kids don't drive cars. Kids don't have money. Watch what you fucking wish for. Okay? Because if you want to be a kid, trust me, universe can make that happen. All right? You'll be wearing a diaper in no time. Okay, there's Sammy. Ooh, somebody's a closet gay. Which means they married mommy or daddy, or they had a kid. They never wanted to be in that relationship because they really wanted to be with the girl across the street, and they took it out on you. Good job, mom. Okay, covert narcissist. Like this, I told you with this love bomb, this is a narcissist. This is somebody hiding right in front of you. If you don't give them what they want, it's a fuck you. You're not eating tonight. Okay, mom. Okay, there's obsession with boss woman controlling. Oh, good God. This person was very, very, very controlling. Okay, they could have been a boss at work. Okay, they could have hated the boss at work. All right, they watched you all the time. They were obsessed with you. They still might be obsessed with you, which is why when they love bomb you, the narcissist comes out of them because they expect you to literally, take your clothes off and jump them, or, whip your boob out and fucking pump for them something. They expect everything back instantly. They even give you a hug. You better return that hug within 5 minutes or you're going to get kicked out of the house. Like, it's so abusive that it's so like, it's like, how do you describe this? This is like a queen of cups and steroids. Like, this is like, Oh, I like, you are allowed to love things and those things not love you back. Okay? Like, I love this candle holder. Do you think it loves me back? No. Okay? That's called unconditional love. Not expecting the love to come back, because why do you need it to? You love something, you love it. If it doesn't love you back, who gives a fuck? Does it mean you stop loving it? No! Why should it? Well, it shouldn't. Should never stop you from loving it. Okay? That's like, oh, lower class. Yeah, no doubt. You know, that's like getting a kitten and it doesn't like you, so suddenly you start beating it. Like, you have to try to gain that kitten's, trust, right? It's going to be scared of you. It's going to hiss at you. It's trying to protect itself. That's what children do. They try to protect themselves. So when new people come in, they don't know them. Sometimes children will react in certain ways. They'll try to protect themselves. Okay? Adults are supposed to see that and go, I understand. You're going to protect yourself. You're all by yourself. No, you feel like no one's on your team. I don't have any weapons. I'm just going to sit down. But some people can't do that. They'll go, fuck you. You sit down, little kid, and respect me. And it's like, oh my God, okay. So they have this entitlement that everybody's supposed to like them. It doesn't matter if you don't like them. If they like you, or it's in a situation where they're supposed to be liked, you better fucking like them, and they don't have to give you a reason to like them. You're just supposed to like them. Like, I mean, how narcissistic is that, right? And that's what I've noticed about a lot of people around me. Very narcissistic. I can't have an opinion without it being just about them. I can't live my life without it somehow disrespecting them. Or it's like I'm trying to fuck you to that. Like, what? Like, really? You think I just go out of my way to just make everybody's day awful by just being myself? Really? No. That's the narcissist inside of you. Okay, so somebody's definitely like, they're losing their spot on the fucking totem pole, all right, because of what they've done to people, right? Like, this could be your landlord. Like, you could be moving soon because he's going to lose the house that you're in because he's never fixed anything. He doesn't act like a landlord. He wants to be a landlord but doesn't fix the house, wants to get paid like a landlord but doesn't want to do any work like a landlord, right? That's a lot of people out there, right? They just want the pay. They don't want to do anything for it. Same with parents. You know how many parents, they'll say like, well, it should be Mother's Day every day. Oh, I need a break. I'm dad. I need a day. I need a day to get recognized. I need a day to go fishing all day. It's like, oh my God. Like, you all want a fucking day. You all want a certificate. You all want an award for doing the thing that you said you were going to do. Like, it's just like, narcissists, I just don't understand. Like, oh God, it's enough of that. It's enough of that energy, okay? And I gotta bring these cards back alive. I've kind of stopped using them because I didn't really have a place for them, but I made a place and they're coming out now. From here on out, bitches, the cards are, that's like 3 decks of cards that I just scratched all these things on of characteristics of people because I'm so sick of people hiding, So I'm like, I'm gonna make a bunch of characteristic cards, and then I kind of like don't use them as much as maybe I should, but they were calling my name the other day, and I forgot that I had them because they were sitting right here, but they're kind of hidden from me, so I forgot about them. All right, what are we at? 138.20. Right. I feel like I can do one more reading, and then that's probably it. I'm kind of tired. I had a long day today, so. Just want to sit and enjoy the rain. Okay. Yeah. Oh, last message. Here we go. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Aw, man, the sun's already out. Well, I guess I missed that rain. Whoops. Oh, Diane. Okay, so I watched the live yesterday, and I read your comment. I didn't read it properly yesterday because I can't really see it too well here. I didn't know you wrote a little truck. And I think you said something about I could see you living in a truck with like a dog or something like that, or living in a van with a dog. Nice comment, but ain't no way in hell I'm going to live on a bus or on a van because of my snakes. I can't live on a van permanently, okay? But you never know, all right? You just never know. It's already happened, okay, with stability. Tolerance. Ooh. Ooh, mystical. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like something is coming up, okay, for collective. And the universe right now, they're really advocating you to have a lot of gratitude. Oh, I know I can, but I don't want to live in a van with snakes. They deserve so much more room than that. I'll be all bunched up. I don't know. Maybe if I had extra land and I could put them in a tent and the whole world was perfect, then maybe. But no, not with little snakes. Come on, and an aquarium? No way. No way, Jose. I need a home. Okay. So, kind of what I'm feeling is, like, the universe really wants you to have gratitude. Okay, so then this next phase can happen. Okay, so something like some type of stability is coming in. Okay, and it's already happened before, which means it's going to happen again. And it's like you might get a lot of deja vus coming up. Okay, and the thing is, Spirit is very urging for you to be very tolerant of something. Have compassion, okay, for this next phase, okay? It might be a little excruciating to get this stability. It might take a lot of time. It might take a lot of effort. And it might take a lot of compassion, meaning a lot of ability to put your personal shit away and adapt. Okay, while keeping a very clear conscience. Universe is never going to ask you to tolerate abuse. Okay, but they will ask you to tolerate time. Okay, in a sense where some people move like lightning through life. Very quick, very precise moves, okay? And that's just the way that they do it. They make right strikes at the right time, boom. Other people, okay, are like turtles, okay? Snails. They move so slow, okay? And they move slow because the whole moving fast thing didn't work for them. So they go extra slow now because it's almost like they couldn't find a balance between fast and slow. So they move so slow because at one point it was so fast. This person, I do believe, will learn how to move at a moderate speed. Okay, like maybe you're going to find a boss, or maybe you're going to start working with somebody that honestly moves so fucking slow. Or you might be carpooling with somebody that drives so fucking slow and you're like, seriously, like this? But then the world is teaching you something. You don't have to drive that fast anymore. You don't have to race to work. Life is not, this speedway and everybody's going 300 miles an hour. Where life is like a highway, there's different lanes. You can be in the slow lane, you can be in the passing lane, or you can be in the fast lane. You just decide where you want to be. Okay. That's why whatever this part of your next chapter is, okay, of you drive really fast, they drive really slow. Well, now you have to learn how to work together, because that's like two of the best energies, because the universe is telling you, dude, you drive way too fast. And to them, the universe is like, dude, you go way too slow. You know you do. It's obnoxiously slow. But this other person's speed is obnoxiously fast. It's just what we get used to. Okay, it's what energy that we're in. So two people coming together, it's like you might like become temperance. You might balance yourselves out so fucking well that's why you have to both. This might be a both tolerate. Both of you have to have compassion. Both of you have to, tolerate the other one's energy, because you're both going to teach yourselves something. Right? Like, I know I go way too fast, and I'm learning how to slow down. I might talk really fast, but that's also the way that the channel comes in with spirit. It goes really fast. I'm dyslexic. I often like fuck up my words, and my speech isn't the best. This isn't usually me out and about. Okay. I almost get a headache because spirit is trying to say the message so fast out of my mouth. I'm not this fast in real life, but sometimes I would move this quickly. Like when I'm serving, I have to move this quick. I can't stand around, can't move like a turtle. I have to move fucking quick, because that's what servers do. Okay. But then in my real life, you should see me sometimes in the kitchen, like, oh my God, I can stack 15 plates in my hand, and I'm going like, Whitney, you don't need to stack 15 plates in your hand just to turn the corner and put them in the kitchen. You can just bring one each, But sometimes I don't really notice how fast I'm going, because I'm working. I'm still like, I'm still in the fucking flight of life. Things are fast. But my sister, she tends to move super slow. So I'm like, okay, well, whenever you're done, we'll go. I don't really care. Because sometimes we change. Sometimes she goes super fast and I go super slow. Right? It just depends, right? That's why it's like, whatever this is, tolerate the compassion that you might have for it, because it's already happened. Okay. Which means you can do it. It's already happened. It's doable. Okay. The stability that's going to come out of it, because of your ability to adapt in a position where you have to tolerate something. And by tolerating it, you find compassion for it, because to tolerate something sometimes is to just, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like anti-productive sometimes to tolerate something if you really don't like it. But to tolerate something and then find the compassion through that tolerance is like, okay, well, I just found patience, even though I'm the most impatient person in the world. Something like that. Okay, it's already happened, therefore it will happen again. Okay, solo magic, creation solo. Okay, so this is something that both of you, whatever this project is involving, okay, you can create magic. You have the ability to create magic, okay? So there's sing. Follow your voice. Follow what you say to yourself. And singing also helps increase your vibration, okay? It's like the world is, you're about to sing something into creation. Literally. Accountability. Accountability. With metamorphosis. This situation, somebody is really going to change you with choices and starseed. Like, you guys start this whole new thing together. Like, you really do. I mean, opposites attract. That's why they say that. I mean, it's a saying for a reason. Opposites attract. There's clarity. Like, so you're like, I don't know what this is. It's like somebody or something tests you in some way, and that test you pass so well that it changes the energy and creates something all on its own. Now I'm getting Our Lady Peace, Starseed. That's a good song. That first album, actually, it's pretty good. Healing? Because I feel like this situation, that would be Aquarius energy. Like, I feel like this situation is very healing. Like, we have Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, and then I kind of almost feel like almost like a little Cancerian energy in that choices. And then the metaverse would be, yeah, that would be Scorpio. And then animal energy with channel. Like, your channels are open to receiving energy. So that's why this connection, whatever this is, it's so powerful because it's healing and it opens you up. Like, who knows? Like, the thing is that people don't realize when two things come together, they create something. Okay. And whatever that thing is, by whatever components you are, create by two people that have created magic on their own. Okay. If they're master crafts at it and then they suddenly put those two minds or those two hands together, four hands together, okay, it changes perspectives. Like, okay, you know how I said I make these clay sculptures, okay, and ashtrays? Okay, so I make these out of clay. Say somebody made stuff out of wood. They did wood sculptures. Okay, I put my craft with his craft, okay, or if it's a woman, put my craft with her craft, and we would get like sculpted clay wood pieces. Probably be pretty cool. Okay, that's what they're trying to say. Okay, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking. Okay, that, like, you might not see it right away because it's not something you're looking for. Okay, but it's something that you walk into because the universe is saying, yeah, we know that you do something and we know you do it really well. But if you learn this, you know what you could do with that? It's like that, like, do you know what you could do with that? Like, it's not like we're not giving you your space to do your things on your own, but we're also saying, like, you can still do the things on your own, but after creating magic with somebody, that's like a solo artist, right? Always been on stage by themselves, suddenly picks up a guitarist, right? Suddenly becomes a two gallants, suddenly becomes fucking, what's the other one? High Five Motherfucker? Oh, I seen them in concert. Who is High Five Motherfucker? You really like our music. You really love our band. Your haircut is atrocious. Been the same since 83. Your horny days are over, and so is your stained wash jeans. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out this other band that's just got two people in it. I can't think of it. Anyways, but maybe, it's just like somebody just being on stage this whole time, and then they get somebody with them. It changes it. Like, you suddenly don't want to be that person on stage by themselves anymore. Right? It's like, you might, people are, okay, this was the last card, and it's called Let Go. Okay. And that's where the universe is telling you to let go of something. Okay. And it's like, just because it's been a certain way for a long time, it doesn't mean, like, energy is supposed to change. Energy is not supposed to stay the same. It's never supposed to stay the same way forever. Eventually it dies, or something dies. Okay. Because energy, again, it's supposed to change. I mean, you could still do the same thing for fucking 20 years and then you just don't want to do it anymore. Done. Okay. Never going to do it again. But there's other things that, you know, you can go for 20 years and then you can be like, okay, well, I'm going to change something. I'm going to do something, right? Because it's due for a change up, right? And then once you change it up, sometimes you don't really want to go back. And sometimes you do change it up and you want to go back. Okay, something like that. It's like, I don't know if you were in a band and then you went as a solo artist and now you want to go in a band again. No one's saying that you can't be a solo artist after you go into the band again for a bit. Maybe it's just like, maybe the world just needs to see you as a pair or as a group versus being alone, being solo. And now I'm getting, so you know that song, Somebody That I Used to Know? I forget how, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but anyways. He was in a band and then he went solo, did that album. He got so popular and so fucking extreme over one night that he went back to his band. He didn't want to be solo anymore. The attention that he got as a solo artist was not what he wanted. He never expected that to happen. Right. And it freaked him out. He didn't want to do that by himself. And that's what I mean is that sometimes, you know, you switch it up and then you go back. There's nothing wrong with trying it up for a little bit. See how it goes. If it's way too much and you can't handle it, then that's just, you know, that's just the way it goes. You go back to the other way. I mean, right? But it's almost kind of like somebody's like this whole having compassion for something. It's really like if you have to have that much compassion, it means the world really wants you to open up your mind, right? And feel and let go and change. You know, there's so many things it wants you to feel. So you take that message if you want it, okay? And I still can't think of the name of that band. It's a 2-piece band. I don't know why that. I'm going to have to look at it. It's really bothering me right now. Anyways, I don't know. 2-piece bands are fucking awesome. All right. That's all I got to say about that. 157.20. Nice. I'm going to peace out. I'm pretty tired. This is usually the length where I say enough. Oh, yeah, you're right. White Stripes, too. They're brother and sister. Good job there. Good job. See, so many awesome 2-piece groups. Honestly, like, you don't need this whole, 8 drummers like Slipknot, okay? Anyways, that was an awesome reading. I have to say, from start to finish, great reading, great energy. And then we even got some rain in the in-between. Very nice. So I hope it resonated. And if it doesn't, or if it didn't, my, apologies. Can't always win them. Sometimes we lose them. But the more you come to the lives, the more energy will pick up for you. And you will get your messages if you're meant for them. All right. And if you want a private reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. There's a whole bunch of ways to get in touch with me. That's in the description box below. And my nose is all itchy all of a sudden. And that's it. Thanks for subscribing if you did. And thanks for liking this if you did. Awesome. Hit that like button. Get those views up for me. All right, everybody. And this was awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, Diane, for being here. I don't know if you're still here, Pam, but awesome. Thanks for capping bells being here. And, have a good one, y'all. Have a good Tuesday night, okay? don't get too crazy out there, you crazy kids. Peace.